here so far
Wizards
for Louisville.
foul.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. Thanks to that, they've got a lot of points off the turnover.
Second team foul.
Knocked away.
Now, look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Assist
Yeah,
from
they have gone
number
full throttle
00.
from the opening tip, showing no sign of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
To the inside. Sinks it. And the shot from her third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And for Louisville, they come off a good outing against the Knicks. Here's Flash. Oh, the Louisville guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of
Number
efficiency
11.
and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
On the court for Louisville, we got early there with White. And it's Goose. Dinwiddie against White. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That's the big fella getting all worked up. He loves those throwdowns.
It's good.
Number 11.
14 points.
Inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. There's the three. It's good.
Number
He makes his
62.
first shot of the game.
Perfect sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
It's deflected. Bobs it up there for White. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Defense is right there.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Goose. And again,
Number
it's Louisville
62.
from deep. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes
Number
you
11.
have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things.
As we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Flash passes to White. Fires the three. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
And from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Shots good by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Assisted
Cal
by
averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Beal and White with the
team
block.
foul. That's his second
Bobs it up
personal
there for
foul.
White.
Second team
Throws
foul.
down the alley-oop slam.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
But it's a matter of pride. It's a matter of, you see that?
Remaining in the second quarter.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans, and they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Shot clock reset for Washington. And finish off by Bryant.
From an aggressive player, Bryant makes things happen, putting in the second chance points.
Here's White. Count it, good.
Taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. Here's Goose. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
Have the frustration is mounting for the defense.
That's tipped. Passes to Randall. It's stolen by Hurley. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
It's at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Drives to the... Oh, what a beautiful point!
Jam. Bryant rocking the rim with some force there.
Here's Goose. He clangs that one off the back iron.
To the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. And Shaq, you won Player of the Month in every month of the NBA schedule, but only once in January and once in February. What's that about? You don't like cold weather?
Look at Ernie asking those tough questions.
No, Ernie, I'm a tropical big man. The diesel runs best in the spring, through the trees.
My mistake. And now turning our attention to this game, we have seen a very confident performance for Louisville.
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Shoots the three, and again it...
Terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Away team foul. That's his second personal
How about
foul.
that strong defensive
First team
performance
foul.
for this half's Mobile One block?
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Team foul.
Would you be frustrated by what they're
Substitution
calling a
for
foul
your
today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For three, and again it's Louisville from deep.
How about?
And he banks in the lane. He's got 22.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Driving the lane, and White slams it in.
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving him plenty.
43 seconds left in the third. To the paint, here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Yeah, sometimes you forget how athletic Beal is, but don't, because he'll remind everyone dunking on you making a post.
White against Beal. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Flash, and he goes right over Thomas Bryant.
Or once he spots the open man, gets the ball right to him.
Dinwiddie against White. Shoots over Dinwiddie. White, good. White's got... Washington needs to get a shot off here. Avdia can't hit. For Louisville, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Yeah, another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy. Knocked loose. He's all alone. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
And
He's got solid big man instincts when it comes to finding open teammates.
Outside, White lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Louisville has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Outside, White. Louisville passing it around. And White slams it in.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best player. That's a double whammy.
Into play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. Impressive sequence that has them fired up. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
And
Wizards
another
foul.
assist.
That
Number
makes
35.
15
That's his
assists.
second
He's been
personal
one
foul.
step ahead of the defense all
Shooting
game
for the
long.
away team.
Wizards have gone 6 of 9 in the field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. It's tipped. Dinwiddie with the steal. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of ball.
Play, and it's second down. Here's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he fires one that's intercepted. At the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. Oh, able to avoid him. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of the...
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you.
Goes. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They run again here with Gray. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. To handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard. And a foul ball.
There's a swing and a drive. And brings it in at the wall.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So there it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather.
They double play here.
Got him. Now 2 out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's gone. Home run. A towering shot to right. And the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0.
Look at that, pure reaction, fastball up and in, not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex.
The tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's White, and the jam by White.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is